my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how I arrived at this sugar daddy robe. That's what they call it. Okay, a client requested this. She wants to use it for a baby bump photo shoot. Okay, so I'll be making it with 40 yards of what? Net fabric. Alright, so these are the instruments I'll be using to make this. I need a chalk, I need my tape. So I have already cut out what I'm going to use for the base. I'll be using this for the base, okay? So actually, I just tied it on the neck of the dummy so that I could get what the flow. So right now we're going to measure how many inches. Let's measure together. So if you are trying to measure your nets, this is how. Just make sure you gather this way. Okay, gather this way. So if today is the first time of coming to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Last week, I'm very sorry. I want to apologize to all my subscribers. We didn't upload any video last week. We were very busy at the workshop trying to renovate for the Xmas season. But I promise you, this week video is going to be a bomb. Okay. All right. So right now, I'm going to measure what we have here. This has to gather, so you gather this way. So let me measure what I have. I have 1 yard. Okay, let's measure this way. So I have 60 inches here. 60 inches. Another 60, 120, then I have a total of 23. So I have 120 plus 23. I have a total of 143 inches. This is going to act as for the base. I'll be using this for the back. So I'm going to cut out exact 143 inches for the front. So let's go on. But if you are confused on what to use, you can just do what I did there. You tie it on your mannequin and try to spray it on the floor to make sure you have exactly what you want. So I'm going to cut exactly this again. The fabric, I have the two of them. One for the front and one for the back, okay? And so the length, I said I have, for each of the lengths, I have 143 inches. That's what I'm going to use, okay, because I want it to flow very well on the ground. Use 2 inches, 2.5 inches for my neck deep, and then for the neck width, I'm going to use 1 inch. You know, this fabric is very stretchy. If you take more from it, you will take excess. So 2 inches opening and then 1 inches deep. Okay, so right now I'm going to take my shoulder. Okay, the shoulder I'm working with is 16.5. now divide it by 2, you will have 8.25. so I'll be using 8.25. and so I want a lot of ease around this area, so I'll be adding extra 2 inches for my ease. And so the armhole I'll be using, I won't be using the usual armhole. I'll be coming down by 10 inches. So we'll come down by 10 inches. And then I'll go this way. So I'm going to just connect. I'll connect my armhole line, sorry. And then I'll connect my shoulder slope. Remember, it's from here. So connect our shoulder slope. One inch shoulder slope. So this is it. Okay, so I'll be taking my waistline. All you need is just your waist measurements, okay, waistline. So the waistline measurement I'm working with is my length is 16 inches. Hope you can see it. So I'm working with length 16. So sorry, length 17, which is here. Now I have the two fabrics laid together. You can see 1 and 2, both back and front. So here, so I'm going to take my measurements. The waist I'm working with is waist 46. 46 divided by 4. I have 11.5. I have 11.5. So I'll put 11.5 here, and then I'm going to add because I want it to look very, very free. So I'll add some allowance there. I'll add 3 inches for my allowance, rope allowance. And then I'm going to get also my bust measurement. The bust I'm working is almost 46, so I'm using the same thing. So I have 11.5. Then I'll add extra 3 inches to it. I want it free. So instead of using my waist and my bust is almost the same thing. From here, I'll just draw the line to the end, okay, like a flake. So I'm going to use my ruler to do that. So I'm going to take it from this armhole area until I get to the end. So we have it now. I'll trace out this part. That's the shoulder area. And the two neck and the neckline, the two of them is going to be the same thing. Now. Then I'll just set this aside. That's the front, the back part. This is going to be the back. Then for the front, I'm going to make it this way as if it's going to have a V. I hope. Okay, so I'm going to come around this area. That's for the front parts. After I've set the back side aside, so I'll just, as if I'm giving it a V kind of, just a little. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to open it up. So I'm going to join the two shoulders to get back, and this is the back, so this is the front. So I'm joining the two shoulders together. Two shoulders, and then I'll take it to the machine and stitch, and then we'll go ahead and cut out the sleeve. As you can see, it has a sleeve. The sleeve was on its own. That's from the original way. The particular one I'm making from has a sleeve. It's looking like a kimono. Okay, so right now I'm going to just wear it on the mannequin so you see how it's going to look. Then we'll do the sleeve, and then we'll start doing our ruffles. So this is how it's looking, though I've not joined it. So as you can see, I've joined the two shoulders. This is where I joined it from. That's where I joined it from. So right now, you can see how I've not joined these parts, but I just want to show you how it's going to look. Okay, so we are still arriving at our destination. So just keep watching. You can see, just keep watching. So right now I'm going to cut out the sleeve. I'm using a basic sleeve, okay? I'm using a basic sleeve. The only thing different there is I'm going to make the sleeve somehow very loose, too loose, okay? It won't be like a tight or fitted sleeve, so but it's going to be a basic sleeve. So once I make this basic sleeve, I'll touch on it, and then we are going to start ruffling. We also need a peplum. As you can look at, you can see the picture you have here. There's a peplum on the sleeve part, okay? A peplum was attached on the sleeve with net ruffles on it. So right now we'll cut out the sleeve, we'll cut out the peplum, and then we'll start cutting out all our strips that we're going to use for what? The ruffle. I'll show you everything. All right, let's continue. All right, so the sleeve length I'll be working with, I'll be using sleeve length of 14 inches, okay? I'll use 14 inches for my sleeve length. So to make a sleeve length, I have a video on how to cut a sleeve, okay? So, but I'll just show you how to do it. The cap size I'm working with here is 3.75. Sorry, cap size of 4 inches, not 3.7. 4 inches. Okay, so the armhole I'm working with is armhole of 22 inches. Divided by 2, I have 11. So this is 11. I'm going to add extra. Like I said, I don't want it to look fitted. I'll add extra 2 inches to it. Both my allowance and everything. So half of 22 is, quarter of 22 is 5.5. So from there I'll just draw my cap size. And then, like I said, the sleeve length I'm working with here is I'm using sleeve length of 14, which is here. So I'm going to use sleeve round of 14 also here, and then I'll add extra 2 inches for my allowance, and I'll connect. So I have my sleeve. I'm going to cut it off, cut it out. But the total sleeve length I'm working with is 30 inches. So this, the basic sleeve is going to act as the base on where the peplum, Okay, you can see that picture there on where the peplum is going to what? To sit. So now I have this. The next thing for me to cut is to cut the what? The peplum. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I have my fabric folded into two. I want to get the peplum. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is this. I'm going to get the length first. So 1.6 is around here, but I'm not cutting here for now. 1.6 is here. You can see 1.6. I've actually folded it into 8. One method, I folded into 8. So the sleeve round divided by 8, I got 1.6. The sleeve round is 14 divided by 8, I got 1.6. So it's here. So now I'm going to get the length of the sleeve. Like I said, the length of my sleeve is 30 inches. And for the basic sleeve, we used 14. We used 14. So 30 minus 14. We have 16. So the length of the sleeve is going to be 16. So I'll place till 16. So I'm going to add some allowance after this. So I just go with 16. You can add 1 inch or 2 inches allowance. Okay, I'm actually using a stronger net for this peplum, on the peplum area. The reason for the stronger net is so that by the time I put on my ruffle, it's able to carry it. Okay, so I'm going to connect. Then I also connect this. Continue. Okay. Alright, so now I want the front side of this flake to be shorter than the back side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this way, and then I'm going to shorten the place that I want to be on the front, that is this side. I'm shortening it this way. You can see I have some excess now. The front side is what? Shorter than the back side. So I'm going to fold again this way into 4, and then I'll fold into 8. So I'm going to cut out this area. So now if you look at it, the back is longer than the front. So for me to join it to the sleeve, I'll just split it. Okay, I'll split it so that it can enter the sleeve round. So this is how it's going to sit this way. So this is the front, while the back is going to fall off very well. You can see the back is going to fall very well, while the front will be just this way. Alright, so now I'm going to start cutting the flanks. Alright, so I want to start cutting the ruffles. Okay, so I'll be using 6 inches of this. I'll use 6 inches. Each of them is going to be 6 inches. So we'll start cutting it out. So just get more of the 6 inches. So just get more of it. Once we are through with getting it, I'm going to start joining the ruffle with a very loose gather stitch. joining both ends, the shoulder and the sleeve. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to look for, I'm going to cover up this place like a placket. So I'm going to take it from the shoulder till the end of what. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get some strips and then fold them into 4 parts. So let's do it together. All right, so I had to cut out some strip like this. You can see I folded into 4 this strip. I want to use it to close up the neck area down to the floor. So I'm just assuming you're making a kimono. Okay, all right, so I'm going to run it from the neck side towards to the bottom of the sleeve of the dress. So I folded into 4 so that it will give me that dark effect, as you can see. So I'm going to go through now and join it on the neck part to cover the edges of the neck area. At this point, I'm trying to gather um, the fabric using the gather stitch. As you can see, I'll just gather like all through all of them, and once I'm through with gathering, I'll start dragging it to get that gathers effect on the nets. So I'm through with gathering all the nets. So I started joining the sleeve area, that's the peplum area. So I'm through with joining it. So this is it. You can see the effect I have here for both the two sleeves. Okay, I have this for this one and also the other part. So I'm going to go and join it to the what? To the bodice. I'll join it to the sleeve part. So you'll see how it's going to look like. All right, let's join together. Okay, so I'll just put it on the mannequin and see how it is. Then I will continue with the hem because I need to make the hem very full. This is it. And I'm still going to add more to the down parts. Just wanted you to see how it's looking. On the side. I see it from the front. So I'll add more on the. So I added more to net to the bottom area, and this is the finished look of the dress. She's looking very beautiful and very elegant. So please, if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe and also hit the bell icon so you always get notified whenever I upload video. about drawing the cutting here, so at least you have a knowledge on how to make this kind of dress. You can decide to add whatever you want to add on yours. It's okay. I'll see you again in my next class. I'm Cynthia. I'll see you. Bye.